Hey, what's up and welcome. I'm Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer. This is a continuation of my TypeScript course. In this series, I am going to ban the concept of TypeScript in your brain, such that it's going to be easier for you to use TypeScript in React. We are taking things slow. In the previous video, I introduced a concept of thinking about JavaScript as an object, not as a programming language. This is what I meant by that. You will always see objects everywhere in JavaScript. So understanding how to create or how to declare an object, accessing it, and looping through an object is very important. So in this video, we are continuing that. We are laying a solid foundation for you to understand JavaScript as a language and TypeScript in React. Without wasting time, let's just jump straight into it. Let's just quickly declare const and object. This is an object, okay? Courses. This is how it looks like, okay? Got the name of the course, okay? Let me just say type, okay? The name of the course is short for TypeScript, okay? Now that we've got an object courses, how do we access this value, okay, through this key? Okay, remember we said an object has got some key value pairs. This is the key and this is the value. So how do we access this value through this key? Okay, this is what we can do. We can say, let's say we are displaying it, okay? So we can say in JavaScript, let's say alert. Okay, now we want to alert this value. So we are going to say courses dot name. Okay, make this big, it's very important. Courses dot name. And then the program JavaScript will output type. Will output type as this string. Okay, so meaning that we use a dot method to access the value, okay, through the key, which is courses dot name. Inside this name there is the value. Okay, now as you can see, the object can be an array of object. Okay, when it's an array of object, it will mean that this is an array that you are used to. There is object 1 here, comma, there is object 2, comma, and maybe object 3. As you can see, this is an array of object. Inside here there is this key and the value. Maybe the name might be type here, and the name might be JavaScript here, and the name might be Google here. As you can see, this will be exactly in here. Okay, I hope you get the idea of an array of object. Then how do we access each of these keys through these values if it's an array? Okay, in JavaScript we've got the map method. Okay, so what can be this array name? Okay, let's say this is AR. Okay, this is AR equal to, okay, that means we are using this variable AR. It's this array of object. So we are going to use a map method. Okay, so this means that we are going to take the AR, okay, this AR, okay, this is this AR, we put a dot here, and then we map, meaning that mapping, treat it as like looping or iterating. Okay, we're going to iterate, okay, from this value to this one to this one. Okay, so map, it's a map function. Okay, this map function automatically it's going to receive as a parameter, it's going to receive, let's say, what was the, okay, let me just say an item. Okay, it's going to receive an item. Okay, what an item is, that means this item is going to be each object. Remember, this is an array of object. So it's like we are looping. We're going to get in this position and receive this object as an item. In the next iteration, we're going to receive this object as an item. Next iteration, this object as an item. Please bear with me. This is going to be very important in the future as we get into TypeScript in React. If it feels slow, bear with me. You will thank me later. So let's continue. Okay. And then what we can do, we can then use this item. Okay. We can then use this item. Let's say we are also alerting. Okay. Let's say, let me just do this. Okay. Let's say we are alerting. If we are doing this, can't I write it this way as a proper function? Okay, as a proper function. My apologies about that. Okay, and then alerting, alert, and then instead of courses.name, now we are going to use item. Okay, remember each item is each object here, and then we say item dot, okay, let's say dot name. Okay, and what else? I need to close this kind of braces. Okay, so what's going to happen here, using a map function, we're going to go to position 1. Position 1, we're going to get this type. Okay, meaning that, in fact, let me say, we're going to get a key of name and a value of type. Okay, meaning that when we say dot name here, in the first iteration, okay, in the first iteration, this will display type as a string. Okay, and then in the second iteration, okay, we're looping here on dot name, meaning that we will be in this object. We said this is JavaScript. On the second iteration, this is going to be JavaScript. Okay, and then on the third iteration, we are going to have Google. Remember, we said Google. Okay, so in this video, we have just declared an object. Okay, and then we have accessed the object. This is how you access the object. And also we have mapped or looped through or iterated through an array of object, and this is how we do that. Okay, now in the next video we are going to jump into the real thing, the fun stuff, because you have covered the previous video and this video where I was explaining to you in details the objects. Okay, now you are ready to grasp and understand the idea of TypeScript. What makes TypeScript difficult is to quickly learn it outside the knowledge of objects, JavaScript object, how they are structured and how you use them. In the previous video, I have shown you places where JavaScript objects appear, and also they appear in TypeScript, because when you are writing or when you are declaring an interface, it's an object. The structure is an object. When you are declaring a type, okay, the structure is an object. So if you understand objects in their essence and how they are structured, that means you are ready for video number 3. You are going to understand and master TypeScript. I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. If you feel like this video has added and value into your overall understanding of TypeScript, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. See you on the next one.